and it made no sense to me. I remember knowing that the reason why the NWA, as he would say, he was fully saying the name niggas with attitude. You could have just stuck to NWA. He literally explained to us how they were in the wrong for coming out and being upset about police brutality, or not even really going into that much research about how they were, you know, coming out about, because when he made that song, Rodney King back in America, it's one of the first cases of a police brutality being videoed on tape and being sent to and being broadcasted throughout the media. It's like one of those cases that you should go research. They were talking out about it, and they were literally saying, and in their lyrics they were talking about, oh, because I'm brown, and you think I'm selling narcotic. I don't really understood that when you say fuck the police. When they were going into it, they were literally talking about being profiled, and at the same time they were just innocent black men doing music. If you watch NWA, it will show that they were just like normal black dudes doing music, you know, moving around, going to high school, coming back, and just having a passion for music. That was it. But they were profiled daily. But our teacher failed to notice his own privilege, and taught us ignorance. A group of 30 black kids, ignorance in that, you know, it's appropriate for us to be profiled by the police on the street. But, you know, I went into it a bit too much. What do you feel about that?
The thing is, I don't get why it's still happening nowadays and age, because some people say, you know, we live in the UK is mixed with, you know, different backgrounds,
especially London.
Yeah, especially London.
London is a mad mix.
You get different mixes of people, and I'm still surprised that this is going on. And I feel like if this was to happen to a more, like, all the injustices that's happened to black people, if it's to happen to a different race, let's say a privileged race, right? They wouldn't have that. They wouldn't let it slide.
They wouldn't let it slide.
But why let it slide for us?
But we have to let it slide. We have to let it slide because we're at the bottom. We're literally bottom feeders. We got to take what we have. But it's a thing where I know, seeing as this movement's going on, I'm deciding to actually choose to have a voice and be like, yeah, I'm signing petitions. If I can, I'll go to a protest. But most thing I'll do, I will keep being vocal about it throughout the rest of my life until things do change. Higher parts of think that till it's being teached, because there's another, like, I'm gonna go into another anecdote about there was a time where my mum always tells a story to everyone and it makes everyone laugh, where my mum was at work and she was asked by a white woman because I'm from Jamaica, I was born in Jamaica, they were asked, oh, do you live in huts where you come from? This is Jamaica we're talking about. A white woman was fully asking if we live in huts back where we're from. The woman said no, and the woman was literally trying to correct my mum.
What?
I had no idea. It was a whole white woman. We all laugh about this because it's ignorance. Me and mum would laugh at ignorance daily. We were literally finding out that this woman was so stuck in her ways, that she was so ignorant to believe that we don't live in huts in Jamaica. We live in actual architectured houses built from the ground up with foundations, with indoor plumbing and everything like that. She didn't believe that, and the woman kept on going into other stereotypes about, you know, how we like bananas and stuff. But one thing about that story that she comes to is the fact that her grandchild educated her about the truth about what goes on in these type of places and how it is. And I thought, that's good. So we start there, they're teaching the parents, and we can even, and now I feel that that's a case of it needs to be educated in schools. I feel what I want to petition for more, what I want to put through more is that things like these cases need to be put in schools, need to be educated. History needs to go through. Accountability needs to be placed. You know, and understanding needs to be put in when teaching these classes. And I feel it needs to be in the history curriculum when teaching history. I think it needs to be even in like a GCSE test. Like, it needs to be mandatory. That's in there, because I can't be learning about Hitler killing about 6 million Jews and forgetting that King Leopold III killed about 16 million black men. Literally, there's literally a story where this black man literally had his daughter cut in quarters and sent to him as a message. And I'm thinking, you're not teaching me that, but you want to teach me about 6 million Europeans getting killed.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Something that I've realised in primary school, we did have Black History Month.
We did have Black History Month,
but it wasn't really.
It wasn't taken seriously, you know.
That's the thing. But when I think back, like, I think it's better than nothing. But when I look into secondary school now, that wasn't even a thing for me.
Do you know what I think? Secondary school, I felt like we regressed.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I think? Because
100%.
when we were in primary school, when we went to the same primary school, that was where I first learned about Martin Luther King, Benjamin Zephaniah, Rosa Parks. They literally taught us all
about them.
All about those type of people
but
when we were in primary.
But in secondary school, nothing.
Nothing.
Like, I remember doing GCSE history, there was like one small part about like Nelson Mandela and, you know, how he became president for South Africa.
But I remember when it ever really came to black people, it was slavery.
Yeah.
And when it came to the industrial age, I think most of slavery tied into that too. But they literally said, "Oh, it was spontaneous." No, it wasn't. It wasn't spontaneous. When that happened, it was due to slavery also being manufactured within that. But people decide to share things that are sugar coated and share things that are half truths. And I feel that's not fair to other kids that look like us or that are us.
They don't even know these things are going on.
They don't even know these things are going on, and I feel like me as a big 19-year-old, I have to educate more about my own history, my own heritage, and my involvement within this country, and my people's involvement within making this Great Britain. And you know, it seems with all the BLM stuff and with everything going on about all lives mattering, it's being constantly ignored. I feel it's best that we put out more information, more people talk about this, people our age talk about this, so people know that, listen, as young kids, we understand what is going on. We deserve to be taught
this. Especially in schools. Now, I'm not sure if they still do it in primary schools or even secondary schools.
I think it was more voluntary when they did it with us.
Now, with us, I think they actually took out the time and taught us.
They took out the time. I think it was more they volunteered to actually say no. We need to teach because they knew our school. They knew our school was mostly full of Latinos, black kids, and Asian kids. There was barely any white person around. Let me be honest. There was barely any white kids. Most of us were either mixed race, black, or Asian.
But something that we just need to do is just research and just support each other.
Definitely.
You know, and I feel like more of that is happening now. And I hope that this just could keep going. Because, you know, like, I think it was like 2015, 2016, the Black Lives Matter like movement, it happened. Yeah. But then it just stopped. It plateaued. And then, it's rising up again.
But I feel every time it goes down, I feel like we shouldn't let our voices be stifled.
We shouldn't be complacent about it. Just keep going.
I think it's without, us even going into it, but we support BLM.
100.
We support, we support the change.
100%.
For everything we support the change for everything that's currently going on, and we're literally going to perpetuate in everything that we do.
What we just want is at least some, sort of equality.
Exactly.
At the end of the day. We just want to be treated as just normal human beings. You get?
It's not that hard. We want to be we want to matter. We don't want to be disregarded every time.
100.
We don't want to be excused for being killed mercilessly or be attacked by overzealous policemen. Or get fired from a job due to discrimination,
or not get picked for a job due to discrimination.
Exactly, and it's a thing where we have to tell people that we matter, because it seems to be a time and time again that with all the evidence shown that somehow to people that are non-black that we don't, or we're trying to disregard other lives. No.
It's not true.
All lives do matter, but black lives need to matter also, because we're being forgotten.
Sadly.
But yeah, do you have anything more on this?
I don't think so.
Alright, so we're gonna let you know this is the platform, Culture the Naughties. I'm AP, Jetski.
Jace Yusuf.
Yeah.
It's been Culture Talks, episode 2. Hope you liked it. If you want us to do, different topics, just let us know in the comments.
Of course.
In the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, and
Yeah.